What's the matter, Runt?
Hi you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today is all about the garland. We are going to finish off this garland that I have already pre-styled for my family room theme. It's all about the berries in this room. So you guys, let's get this video started. Today is all about the garland, and let's start this video off with subscriptions. First, if you are new to this channel, welcome, and we would like to welcome you to the family by offering you a subscription to our channel. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, take your finger and hit subscribe, and then toggle on over to your right and hit that little bell so that you can be notified whenever there's a new video uploaded. So we want to say welcome to the family if you are new, and hello to all of my subbies. Today we're talking about the garland. Yes, today we are making sure that we finish off this garland for the Festival of Trees. You cannot have a beautiful tree, which is over to my left, and I'm not going to give you a sneak preview, not yet. You're going to have to wait. But today we're talking about the garland, and if you notice, this garland is beautiful. First, let me say about this garland. In order to have a beautiful garland, you must layer it. The first thing you can do is take a couple of garlands, at least two, and just combine them, because you want to make that width of greenery so that you can decorate and place your things on it. Now on this garland, I have just a little dip in the garland, and then also with the garland, you want to make sure that you make a focal point. Usually the focal points are on the ends. As you see here, I have made the focal point this beautiful branch with these white phlox edges with these berries sticking out of them. Berries because the theme is berry. This is my berry tree. This is my berry garden. And our theme colors are greens, the burgundies, the golds, the whites, the creams. Just as it was last year, but with a little upgrade. We zhuzhed it up just a little bit. So on this garland, like I said, you want to double your garland so that you can create a width so that you can be able to layer things. One single garland is not going to do it. I don't care what kind of garland you have, whether you have the less expensive garland, $19.99 or less, or if you have one of those beautiful, bodacious, expensive garlands from Balsam Hills and Front Gates and some of those other big box stores. It does not matter. If you don't know how to layer your garland, it will not be beautiful. All those garlands need to be layered. So whether you get it from the Target, from the Walmart, from the Dollar Tree, or from Balsam Hills or Front Gates, you will still need to double up your garland so that you can be able to layer it. Now, the first thing I did was I made sure I fluffed my garland. Remember what I said in my previous videos with the 12-foot tree and all the wreaths? You have to fluff. And fluffing means pulling those branches apart. You got to make sure that you pull all those branches apart so that you can make your wreath or your garland or your tree come alive. So that's what I did first. Second, I made sure that I put a standpoint on my fireplace mantle, which means I use something to make sure that it holds in place. Now you can do this depending on what type of fireplace you have. You can put a nail in there. You may be able to put, wrap some kind of cord around it. Now that you have your garland in place where it will not move or go anywhere, also let me know that if you don't want to put anything permanently into your fireplace or you're afraid of damaging your fireplace, just make sure that you use some kind of candle or some kind of large objects or angels or Christmas trees or something that's in that theme that you can just put on the ends of your garland to hold them back and in place. So I didn't have to do that in this particular garland because I have other items on there and I'm not going to name them. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so with this garland, we now have it in place. We have fluffed our garland. We have doubled up our garland. You can light your garland. If your garland comes with lights, that's fine. If you don't want lights, that's fine. Now, this is a lighted garland. It does have lights in there. So if I choose to, depending on my mood, I may want to light this garland. For the last couple of days, I have not had it lit. The tree gives enough ambiance and lights from that. And what I plan to do up here is some type of candle situation. I'm not sure that it's going to be this candle because I don't like the look of it, but I will have something here, some kind of candle situation. So I can just light the candles or I can light the garland. So that's your preference. It's up to you. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I just want to show you how I place these balls in my garland. Now, I see a lot of people on YouTube who likes to do the ornaments, the ornament clusters. And I do too, but I do mine's a little different from a lot of other people, and I have noticed that. So ornament clusters are good when you're doing things like this, even in your Christmas tree, if that's the type of tree that you're looking for. Me personally, I like to feed my balls into my Christmas tree. I don't like to attach them or anything. I like to just let the natural movement of the branches hold them. But that's because as well, especially within my 12-foot tree, those balls are not glass balls. If you are using glass balls, I suggest that you do the cluster so that you can be able to feed a wire into them and tie them into your garland so that they won't go anywhere. You can also use a little bit of glue. Take the top part of your Christmas ball ornament off. Put a little glue around there and put the cap back on to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. This is for glass ornaments only. If you are using the ornaments that the plastic ones, it does not matter because if they fall or whatever, it's not going to break. But if you use the cluster, then you will notice that with the clusters, they won't go anywhere because you have put them together and you have tied them into your garland. So these clusters are not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. So the next thing I want to show you is how I fed in my ribbon. Now, a lot of people like to say that, you make sure you have this type of ribbon, feed your ribbon, make sure your ribbon looks like it's going continuously throughout the garland or the wreath or the tree. That's nice and that's fine. And I hate to debunk some of these YouTubers or some of these videos, but I like to keep it 100% real. I do this pretty much all the time. I deal with ribbons and all of this stuff all year long, not just during Christmas. So I do know that when you use ribbons and things like that, it's especially the wire ribbons, which is what I prefer. You can turn them, twist them. They're at your command. Whatever you demand them to do, they will do. So if you want to flip them, twirl them, swing them, bend them, stretch them, well, maybe not stretch, but whatever, you get the message. Whatever you want to do with them, they will do because they're at your command. So feeding them into your wreath or your garland is not really necessary as long as they're in there beautifully and as long as they're cascading and they're winding and twisting and flipping. That's all that matters, because from the eye, especially from where you are now looking at it, it's going to be beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't this garland gorgeous? And you have no clue as to whether or not this is a continuous ribbon or if it's, you know, chopped up. Now, let me tell you what it is. It's chopped up. It is chopped up, honey, because what? She likes to what? Use what she have and what? Shop her home. So all of these ribbons, if you saw my video from last year, you noticed that these burgundy ribbons came from the Home Depot store, and I had them hanging with the fresh garland wreaths that I made from the Home Depot store last year, and I had them hanging from the windows and from the bookshelves here. So all of these little burgundy pieces of ribbon are those that I got, that I took from those wreaths last year. And of course I tossed the wreaths because, you know, they were dead anyway. So those little spruces and bunches and things, they were dead. So I saved the ribbon, and this is what you see here. As I always like to say, in design and decor, you do not throw away anything, okay? That's N-T, capital T, thing, nothing. Don't throw nothing, anything away. Why? Because when you're in DIYs and decors and things like that, you can always refurbish things. You can always reuse things, and it will save your budget, okay? So, and I like to note that last year, this year, that Home Depot did not come back with this ribbon, honey. I went, I looked, I searched, and they did not have this burgundy ribbon. So it was hard for me to find. So thank God I kept the ribbon that I had last year. Although it was chopped up, I was able to reuse it and feed it back into my garland. Now, they say I'm all hyped. Of course I'm hyped. We're talking about design and decor. That is my thing, honey. So yes, I get hyped when I'm talking about decor. So let's move on. Now we have this burgundy glittered ribbon that I have fed also throughout this garland. All throughout this garland. Why? Because this burgundy glitter ribbon also matches the burgundy glitter balls that I have inside of this garland. So what you want to do when you're theming a room or a space, you want to make sure that you carry out the theme. You got to carry out the color, carry out the theme throughout the room. And I will show you that later throughout this entire family room, how I carry out this theme. It is not all about the garland, honey, or about the berry tree that's beautiful and over there. But you're not going to show you that yet until you subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can know when I upload my festival of trees, okay? So you will see this berry tree and all the other 5 trees that's around this joint, okay? Anyway, I met a lady, quick note, I met a lady the other day who said she had 9 trees up. And I said to my hubby, see, I'm not crazy. You thought I was crazy by having 6 trees. This lady has 9 trees. So I felt good about that, okay? So let's move on. What I want to show you about this garland is that I have not finalized this garland. What I would like to do is add some more whites. Like here I have the white branches, white branches, white branches. I have little peaks of white in here. What I would like to do is add maybe a couple of more white branches. I'm going to finish off and add a swag to the top of this lantern here by the fireplace that I decided to put by the fireplace. And then we're going to work our way around the room without you seeing this berry tree, okay? I have a lot more to show you. So watch as I clip off these little edges and add that into this garland to finalize this garland. Hold on. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, here's the pick. Here's a cute little pick that I've had, and I use this. I'm not sure if you saw the 52-inch wreath and the 30, I believe that's a 30-inch wreath that I made, that I flocked. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure you look at that video. It's how to flock a wreath, and then it's the 52, how to decorate a 52-inch wreath. But what I'm going to do is just take these. Picks are good. The reason picks are good because you can always pick them apart and use things within the pick multiple times, which is why I love picks. Every time I shop, I make sure I pick up picks, because with picks, all I have to do is take them and pull them apart so that I can use them the way I want to use them. So what I'm doing now is, because I love these little branches, I am simply taking these apart. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend it the way I want to. And what I'm going to do is play along with this and just, you know, look at it as I see fit and place this where I want to place it. And my mind is telling me to place it there. It's a visual. You have to look at it and visualize it. Because what we want to do is bring out some more of that white. Because our tree is a sugar plum tree, and it is the sugar plum berry tree. And I got that tree. It's a 7.5 foot tree, I believe it is. But honey, after I added everything to it, it's almost a 10-foot tree. After I added the heading and everything to it, it's now almost like a 10-foot tree. So just to show you how you can do things, you know, and it's not perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. It's all about eyeing it and putting it in places that you want to place it in. And it's not about where it needs to be or where it should be or whatever. All you have to do is take it apart and put it in places that you want to see it in. And for me, that's I'm going to take that and put that there, that way. And these little pine cones, maybe I could use this for something else. I don't really care about the pine cones. What I care about right now is the white, you know. That's what I want. See how I've placed that? I pulled that apart. You have to be able to be willing to change things around and not be scared to pull things apart and make things the way you want them to be. Make it your own, okay? Just like I say, shop your home or whatever, you have to make a design your own. Now we're going to add this swag to the top of this lantern. And I'm going to show you what I found this at Michael's. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add it and I'm going to let it cascade down like that, because I think that is actually beautiful. But what I'm also going to do is add some ribbon to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is, because this is a big lantern, I want the ribbon to be kind of not too long, but long enough. So we're going to make the bow first. You guys bear with me. This is some ribbon that I got this year. This is some different kind of ribbon. I'm not sure where I got I know where I got this from. I got this from Michael's. It was something that I was trying. It's not really the ribbon that I wanted, but you know, I tried it anyway. So you know what? Let me do this. Somebody asked me about a bow. I just thought about that. They want to know how to make a bow. Hold on 1 second. I am going to start this over because I want that fresh ribbon at the bottom, because if I'm going to show them properly, I want to show them, I want to show you guys how to make a bow. I just forgot, somebody on my channel asked me today. Now, if you want to make a technically a real bow, because you have to make that little middle part, so you take it and you roll it there, you know, technically. Right? You got your middle part. You want to keep your finger on it. And then you got your first loop. So what you do is you twist it and you make your second loop. I hope you guys can see this, because it would be a shame that after I'm done, you wasn't able to see it. And then you twist it and you make your second loop. That's not even it. You got to have your tail. I don't know what I was thinking. Your tail. And then you twist it, because you want to make sure the pretty side shows. And then you make your other loop, which is here. And then you twist it. Now, I'm going to stop right there, because again, I want a tail, okay? I want a tail. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another ribbon. And this is pretty much the same as the ribbon that's already in the garland. It's the glittered ribbon, but it's the smaller version. If you can see how thin that is, it's the smaller version ribbon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a little tail for that as well. And I'm pretty much going to do the same thing. Make my loop, twist it, make another loop, twist it, and I think I'm going to make 2 more loops. And then I'm going to cut it. Where's my scissors? Okay. Now that I have 2 bows, I'm just simply going to put them together by placing them on top of each other. There you go. You got 2 different bows. And then I'm going to take my little garland and I'm going to put that on there just like that. And let me find a zip tie. I don't have a zip tie, so guess what? I have one of those nice little garland ties, what you use. You could get these from the Dollar Tree. That I normally use these to wrap my garland around my staircase rail. So I'm just going to use that. Because it's green anyway, and you know, you just want to hold it. You just want it to hold, and I'm just going to twist it in the back. And then using those 2 tails, I'm going to take that, I'm going to position it right here. And then I'm going to just twist. And so, and then I'm just going to play with the ribbon. I'm going to turn this ribbon the way I want to turn it, because what? Again, the wire ribbon will do whatever you want it to do. That's the good thing about the wire ribbon. It will do, all you have to do is roll it up like you would, you know, back in the day, like your auntie and your grandmama and them used to roll their hair. You know what I'm talking about. All you have to do is roll it up just like you rolling hair, and it'll make those little twists. And I'm about to give you a close-up on this ribbon. And you're going to look at that and you're going to say, oh, wow, cute. Because it's just as simple as it looks. It's not, decor is not serious. It's a lifestyle. And I keep telling people that. It's not a choice. It's a lifestyle. It's, you know, what you like to do. Now, I'm going to give you a close-up because I want you to be, I had to make sure that I didn't compromise the tree. But I want you to be able to see this bow. I just want you guys to see it. I want you to see the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ribbons that's on there. I want you guys to see all of the cluster of balls. Again, the beautiful, beautiful ribbons. We got those little berries stuck up in there. Again, the cluster of balls. You know, it has some pine cones. And then here are the white leaves that we just added from the pick. Beautiful glitter ribbons. And then here's some berries again. And you will see these little pine cones and things that's, you know, off up into this garland. Now, it really doesn't do it justice. You have to see this garland in person. It's really, really gorgeous. Another cluster ball. Here's our focal point, you know, where I told you the end points at the end of every fireplace in every garland. You have to make focal points, and this is one of my focal points. Again, the berries, some more pine cones, another ribbon, some more frosted pine cones. I'm going to tuck this wire probably in a little bit later, just so it can be, you know, not seen. But if you look back there, you see some more of those pine cones all tucked away. And, you know, I'm leaving those just rusting. Now, I could have flocked this garland, but I chose not to. There's some more flock branches and then some more cluster balls and some more pine cones. And again, this garland is very, very long. It was one that I had on my front double doors. And to be honest with you, it reached all the way down on the floor and it curled over. And I didn't like that effect. So what I did, I took the end of it and I just pulled it upwards and I tied it right in here. And I did that by feeding the branches into each other. The same thing I'm telling you about when you make your garland. You have to feed them into, just by taking two of the branches from each of the garland and just twisting them together. It's nothing difficult about that. You just like if you're going to plait or twist a tie, you just take one from one garland and the other garland, you pull them together and you twist. That's what I mean when I say feed your garland. Feed them together to make one cohesive piece of garland. So you guys, I am going to leave you here with this video because I do have to finalize and prepare. This is my wire. I'm sorry. I was supposed to take that to the side of the fireplace so that you guys can see how perfect it is, you know. But this is real live YouTube for me. It's all about being authentic, all about being real. I want you guys to learn as I'm showing you this video. Everything in this room until the Christmas home tour, where you will see all 6 trees in its entirety and every room that goes with that tree. So you guys, I'll leave you to it. I almost showed you that berry tree. I am so ashamed of myself. I don't want to tease you guys. I really don't want to tease you guys, but I'm going to try to edit that part out. So if you see this video and you don't see that berry tree, that's because I edited it out. I don't want you to see it yet. So we're going to continue. I'm going to show you some other little things that I did around the room. And tonight, when I upload this berry tree number 1 for the Festival of Trees, you guys, tell your friends, your best girlfriends, your good guy friends, your family members, your co-workers. Tell everybody, honey, you are going to want to see this Festival of Trees this week. So if you are new to this channel and you are just tuning in, you know what to do. hit that subscribe button. No, seriously, hit it. Hit it right now. Hit the subscribe button because we would love to have you a part of this family. And hit that notification bell, which is that little bell over to the right of the subscribe button, so that you can be notified every time one of these videos are uploaded. I'm telling you, this week you don't want to miss it, because every day this week we are uploading a new video. Festival of Trees is here, honey, and we got to get these videos cranking and out there so that you guys can enjoy them before the Christmas holiday comes. So this is your girl Cindy. Thank you so much for watching, and I am officially signing out. See you in the next video. Bye.